Hello and welcome to another video on the Rosey Life. I'm so glad you're here. We're so glad you're here. Say hi! We have a special celebrity guest here today and we are going to do an amazing video today. I have a wonderful story from one of the Rosey Life members where I do the live membership. And she sent me over this email and I am so excited to share with you because I love seeing that the different people in my live Q&A on the membership channel when I show up for live Q&As, I get to know you guys, I get to know your stories and the questions that you guys ask and I get to watch it unfold and it's so freaking amazing. I love it so much. So I'm gonna read the email from her and it's so cool. But I love the ending I love the end of her video. I mean, towards the end of her email where she just says, but you better believe, she says, your 3D really is that literal, not in how it shows up, but you better believe it will, one way or another, it's gonna show up. So we're gonna talk about her story today. I love it so much. Okay, so let's get started. And we're going to put you down so that I can focus, okay? I know you really like it up here. We're gonna put you down, okay. All right, so she says, hi Rose, I wanted to share my story about my Spanish man. Ooh, you know he's hot. He's not really Spanish, but we live in Spain. It might be long, but it's worth reading. And yes, you can share it with the world. I am that person that I always desired to be. I am that I am. That is her. That's how she starts off this story. That's how you know it's gonna be. You pack a powerful punch. That was the sentence I wrote down just minutes before he called. So she wrote that down somewhere. Okay, so I had been in no contact with my SP for over 3 months. We were together for 3 years before that, and this happened during our long distance relationship when I had to move away for work. Things really started to crumble and everything bad that could happen happened. Oh God, have we not heard this before? Yes, we have. We can somehow relate to her, right? Even me, I know. It's funny to look back at it now and see how it just reflected me perfectly. Anyway, the first weeks I was doing the usual things, talking his mom in panic, she was talking to his mom in panic, stalking his social media, sent a message saying I care about him, and what happened? He blocked me. I'm laughing because we think that trying to do something, we think that if we put effort and we try to do something in the illusion in your 3D reflection, we think that if we put effort in and that we try to control the conditions that are there, that we can take charge and we can make it happen. We can push it along by doing stuff, by taking action, and like forcing things to happen. We think that we can really take over, right? And look what happens. It reflected not what she was doing, he reflected back who she was still being. That's why he ended up blocking her. Actually, the best thing that happened because it forced me to wake up. So she's saying him blocking her was the best thing that ever happened to her. How many of you guys say that? Yeah, I created that. I created the whole thing with him. From the very beginning, when I manifested him from a list of characteristics I wanted in my dream man, he checked every box. But it wasn't until 2 months ago that I started learning about the ego. That led me to conscious creation and realizing I am source. It was a journey. This was her idea, right? She thinks it took her a journey in learning. It took time to get to this point. But really, there's no journey. The journey is all happening right now. You're just looking at the same moment from different perspectives. But we're not moving. You're not going anywhere. It feels like it's continuous. It feels like you're going through, but you're not moving anywhere. Okay, so I was dabbling in the law of assumption while trying to understand the I am teachings. I was doing affirmations, recorded them. I had my weekly camping trips where I really just sat with myself and learned about this. So she took some time to really just sit with herself and contemplate. And I really love this, you guys, as a suggestion for anyone else watching, that she just didn't watch videos. She just didn't do. She took the time to sit with herself and contemplate that she is source, that you are the creator. So she didn't just like listen and repeat. So if I say I'm source, I can get whatever I want. It's like, no, she contemplated it. And for her, that looked like going camping and being with herself and contemplating herself. Watching a few selected creators. Every weekend, I was somebody new, obviously, but she's saying every weekend she was somebody new. She was more aware of who she was in another way. But I was still trying, hoping, and silently waiting to see if it worked. We can relate to this, okay? Okay, covering it up with affirmations and what felt like delusion. So she was doing the stuff, right? Imagining, affirming, deciding all of the stuff, right? But she secretly was still waiting. And then it felt like a crash. But I knew what she did know. She said, but I knew that this works. But I was more focused on the techniques at first. Fast forward to a few weeks ago, I had a coaching session with Rose on a Thursday, and she told me to really contemplate I am source and what that means. I didn't binge more manifesting content that day, just realizing it's all me. I have created everything around me, so why am I worried? Yes, I love this. And I do, like she says here, I do suggest that to anybody that I work with, and just like contemplate, like really freaking think about what you're saying, right? Think about what you're really saying, that you are source of all the things that you desire, all of it. Because a lot of people just say, they hear it, they're like, well, if that's true, then where's my stuff? Or if that's true, then why do I feel like this? Or if that's true, why is nothing changing? I've done everything that was been said in all the videos, on all the coaches, and they're all saying the same thing, blah, 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 and nothing's happening. Why is nothing working? When you just pause and really contemplate and consider what it is I'm saying. I'm saying that I am source. I am awareness. I am the only one in my reality deciding, like, it sounds nice, but do you really hear what you're saying yourself? And is this a requirement? No, it's not. Anybody can manifest stuff. Anybody. It's easy to manifest stuff with affirmations, visualizations, all kinds of stuff. But when you see and know yourself, that's a game changer. I went to a concert by myself that Saturday, had dinner alone at a restaurant, and watched people while listening to videos. I used to be shy, almost scared to look at people. Oh my God, that was so me. You guys, you have no idea. Like, I used to go through grocery stores or department stores, or I'd even go to bars or wherever, restaurants, and I did not like to make eye contact with anybody. However, I wanted guys to hit on me, but I wouldn't make eye contact. I would be like in my own bubble, almost like I would pretend that there was no one in the room and just do my thing. And yet here I was expecting to be seen, but yet I didn't want to be seen. Do you see the mixed messages that we send? So I'd even walk through the grocery store just like, nope, just gonna do my shit, focus on my groceries, my basket, and get the hell out of here. Okay, and that's kind of what it reminded me of when I read that, what she shared here. But she said, listening to these videos helped me realize that they are just reflections of me in my reality. So I enjoyed myself and looked at everybody with love. Wow, that's powerful. That's the shift. I've said this in quite a few different shorts and videos about you are not in other people's reality. Everything and everyone is in your reality. So if I say it first person, I am not in your reality. Everything and everybody, I got something on my shirt because of the dog. Everything and everyone is in my reality. So what am I afraid of? Because everything and everyone is in my reality. I'm not in theirs. So I love that. So she enjoyed herself and looked at everybody with love, because then she realized, wait, everybody and everything is me. So why wouldn't I look at them like that? The concert was amazing. I can't lie. I was still thinking about my SP and quietly wondering when and how he would show up, like we all do. Like, these are things that we think about. But I kept telling myself, no, it doesn't matter. I'm Source and I'm his wife. We're in a happy, healthy, and loving relationship. That was my main affirmation. I came home on Sunday and took a walk and listened to a story of a woman who did nothing but affirm for herself, not focusing on him, and I told myself these things. I am the person who has always chosen, loved, and prioritized, and then I went to bed. I woke up in the middle of the night and looked at the time. I saw some notifications and put the phone down. Then it hit me. Wait, what was that? I looked again. 2 messages from him. Oh wait, you guys. I thought I was charging. Hold on. This is live here, people. I gotta make sure I'm plugged in so we don't disappear. There we go. Then it hit me. Wait. I looked again and there's 2 messages from him. He said he was sorry for blocking me. He had sent me the same message on 3 different apps. He was pursuing her now. So she went from being blocked to receiving messages from him on 3 different apps. I replied the next day. She waited. She was like, I'm not thirsty. He can wait. She says, I replied the next day. We talked for a bit. It was almost like before. He said, I almost called you babe, and said jokingly, old habits die hard. Then the conversation fizzled out. Because you guys, because no time has passed by. Even though she had the story of no contact 3 months, there has been no 3 months. There's been no months at all. No time has passed. So he is here with her right now. That's why he said, I almost called you babe, because it was like pause and then continue where they left off. Do you see? Because that is how she sees herself. Then the conversation fizzles out. But I thought, oh wow, he's back now. But I got silence for a couple of days. I sent him a message telling him that I would travel to his city to meet up with my new boss. A great job that I also manifested, and that I would love to catch up. I thought he would be happy about it. He replied that it might be risky because he is not in a mental state to go out with anyone. My heart sank a little bit, but I reminded myself, no, this is not what I decided. Yeah, this is cool. It's funny because I'm reading that because it sounds like what I'm always saying on my content and in my lives. No, this isn't what I decided. So it doesn't matter. Do you see, he started getting cold on her, and then he started pulling back, and he's saying, I don't know if I'm in the right mental state to be going out with anybody. And her heart sank a little bit. She got scared and she says, no, this isn't what I decided. So it doesn't matter what you see. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It doesn't matter what's in front of you, because nothing is actually done. Nothing is a fact. Nothing is final. You are the one deciding if it's final. Oh, if she would have gone with it, she would have said, oh, well, I guess That's cool, but I guess it doesn't go on any further from this. But she remembered, no, I'm the only one deciding here. I sent back an understanding message. It was okay. I'm here if he needs to talk. Wow, that is fucking mastery right there. She did not allow anything to bump her off her decision. And she played along with what was happening. She didn't react, she didn't spiral, she didn't freak out, she didn't crash out. It's not working. Why is he doing this? Why is this showing up? Why is he talking to me like this? She didn't budge. She was like, look, my heart sank, I felt scared, totally okay, reacted to what was happening, but she remembered her decision. She remembered who she is. She remembered her decision. And she said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and play along with it. I'm not gonna resist what is happening in front of me. I'm just gonna go along with it. Okay, that's fine. Oh, okay, that's fine. No worries. I'm here if you need to talk. Then I listened to more videos to get back on track. And I heard, send him a message internally. So she heard this from herself. So she is the one that gave herself that message. Send him a message internally. I was like, oh, maybe I ruined it by sending an actual message, the original message of, it's okay, I'm here if you need to talk. But no, I can't do anything wrong. That's right. I have already decided, stop it. He's already mine. This is her talking to herself. And I love this. I want you guys to take notes on how she's talking to herself, because you guys want to call yourselves out. You want to call yourselves out, and you want to be the one to say no, get yourself back on track. She says, no, I can't do anything wrong. That's right. Nothing you do is wrong. So what? You sent a message. Oops. Oh, well, doesn't matter. It's going to work out for me. It benefits me too. But her decision, she kept returning to her decision and reminding herself that I'm the only one that gets to decide. My decision stands. Silence followed that evening. I felt a little down, like I got him back, but he went away. I looked at myself, who I am being. Why is he reflecting me like this? So she looked at herself. So easy to look at, why are they doing that? What are they saying? What's happening? It's so easy to look on the outside, but when you point it right back at yourself, you're just gonna find the answer. It's easy and quick. So I went to bed, listening to a video as I was drifting off. I looked up and saw a notification from him. He asked about my day, and I replied. He asked if he could call me. We spent 3 hours on a video call, and it was great. Like before, we said we missed each other. He even told me that he had unblocked me. I love this part right here, you guys. Hold on. A little coffee. He even told me that he had unblocked me a few times to look at my photos because he missed me. Oh, that's so cute. So you guys, do you see what's going on? Now, did this actually happen? Like, was there like a 3-month time where they didn't talk and then he like over time unblocked her, just look at photos? No, this is the story that actually came in to describe in linear time what a story for her to say, oh, do you see? Like, oh, this whole time I was manifesting him. This whole time he was thinking about me. He was picking up on my messages. He was picking up on my vibe. No. There's no linear time. There's no, this idea of continuity of time, that this happened with the whole time and I was manifesting. He was doing this and that and the other. Or the whole, no, he literally wasn't doing anything. He was with her the whole time. However, when she put her foot down and decided, this is who I am, we're together, he's my husband, I'm his wife, that's when he came in with some blah, blah, blah story of what was going on behind the scenes. There's no scenes, there's no behind the scenes. They're here. That thing you want is here, right now. It's not happening and cooking up behind the scenes. No, when you make a decision and you are with them or you have that thing right here, right now, that's what causes the whole idea of a story of linear time to present itself. That's what happens, but it happens in this moment. It's not like there was actual time that went by and all these things were happening and she didn't know. That's part of the illusion. That's part of the story that gives us the experience of continuity of linear time. So he said he heard voices in his head sometimes, like our nickname for each other. I told him, yeah, I still call you that when I talk to you in my mind. Do you see that? So he had to reflect that back to her, but it's not because it actually was happening. It's because she liked those names, because she wanted him to think of him to think of her. And so the story unfolds this way, because remember, the identity is I am his wife, we're together. And then once she makes that firm decision that this is how it is, I'm not budging. I don't care what he's doing, what he said, that it's not going to work and I'm not in the mental state, blah, blah, blah. She's like, no, I don't care. That's not my decision. I said, this is who I am. And that is what caused, like the fan analogy I gave, is the story to unfold. And with this idea of continuity of time of, I was thinking about you, I unblocked you just to look at your pictures, because it makes a story juicy. Otherwise, it's just like, here, like there's no unfolding, there's no like pretty story to go with it. She says, it was cute and I actually started to unfold like I had decided. That's what she said. Haha, it was cute and it actually started to unfold like I had decided. Like I had decided. She made it all about her. I decided that I was making a shitload of money in a country where I was used to scraping by and being depressed, and randomly got in contact with a luxury real estate company the same day. I decided I am with my SP, even married. I decided that he would come back before I started my new job, so I didn't have to get another place to live. He asked me last night if I wanted to stay with him on my upcoming trip. Done. It's all done. It always works out for me. Just decide and know it's done. It's so true. Wow, I got chills reading that. I'm going to read that part again. It's all done. It always works out for me. Just decide and know it's done. It's so true. She didn't stop. She kept going out to dinner, to her concert. She kept doing her things. She felt sad. She felt like, where is he? How's this going to happen? But she kept saying to herself, no, I don't have to do any of that. I already decided that is who I am. This is done. So, but she said, my insecurity around the new job, if it was going to happen, reflected in him. He pulled back on his offer for me to stay with him. I took it with ease. This girl's like, do you guys see it? Up and down, up and down. He wasn't up and down, changing his mind. Yes, no, yes, no. That was her. That was all coming from her up and down. It's happening, it's not happening. Oh my God, it is, it is not, it is not. Do you see? And the perfect reflection that he was. So I took it with ease. I knew this wasn't what I decided. Yet again, it's okay. I booked an Airbnb the next day as a trip only a week away. So he had offered for her to stay with him and then he pulled back. And she was like, that's okay. This is not what I decided, but she kept following what was happening in front of her. She didn't resist what was happening right in front of her. Okay, this is what's happening. I'm just gonna go along with it. I'll find an Airbnb. That's what I'm gonna do now. I already know what I decided, but I'm gonna keep playing along and keep playing along because I already decided. That's how you guys keep the momentum going. Well, if I was with him, I wouldn't have to get an Airbnb. Look, follow along with what's happening in front of you. As I was doing my thing, sewing a dress for my trip, he called me. Again, doing my thing, sewing my dress, booking my Airbnb. He called me, explaining why he pulled back. Fear of old feelings, blah, 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 she said. He asked if I already found a place, and I said yes. So it was silent for 5 days. I stayed in my knowing that I'm his wife. We're together, everything is fine. After I landed, he texted me and asked if I arrived safely. I wasn't expecting anything or trying anything, just focused on having a great trip for myself while knowing that everything is done. Damn, like this girl was like laser. As I was walking to my Airbnb, he asked if I wanted to go for a walk on the beach. I needed to eat, so he invited me to eat at his place, and that's where I am now. I didn't spend one single night at the Airbnb. Go, girl. That's right. We packed up my stuff the second day, and I left the key. Haha. Sure. Wasted money? I don't think so. You didn't. You can't waste anything, you guys. You can't waste money. You can't regret. There's no FOMO. It's like all that stuff is bullshit. Talked to so many clients today already about all this FOMO crap. I was like, you didn't miss out on anything, okay? You didn't miss your turn. You didn't miss out on that job or that opportunity that you could have had, should have, could have. That shit doesn't exist because it's all here and now. Sure, she said, wasted money, but hey, who cares? The money always comes back. There you go, girl. And my man, well, he told me that he loved me and always has. Even though he acted and said the week before that his feelings were not the same anymore, it had been too long. That hurt, but I always told him my truth. I chose him. During one of our video calls, he noticed my bracelet that I made a month before he actually came back. It had our initials on it with hearts. I've been wearing it every day. That is my truth. He thought it was cute. So she didn't care. She was like, no, we're together. I'm wearing this damn bracelet. We're together, it has our initials together because we're together. Do you see, that's all she freaking knows. She's like, where is he? I'm gonna pretend that I don't miss him. No, she's like, fuck that. She's like, I made a bracelet, our initials are on it. We're together because we're together. That's why, because, well, if I were together, how do you do that when you're at nighttime and you want to hug? We're together. We're together. I don't care. We're together. So anyway, I had a drink with my new boss yesterday in Spain. Everything is unfolding perfectly. I'm moving back to live with my best life with my man, and I'm excited to see how things unfold now instead of worrying if it's going to happen. I observe everything as my own reflection. Even if he shows up in his old ways, I don't react. I keep choosing my truth and my experience. I already am everything in potential. I just have to select what I want to experience. Holy shit. One thing that Rose really made me understand was that I've been choosing my every moment, even the unwanted, repeated situations. Just tell a different story and stop focusing on the things you don't want. Your 3D really is that literal. Not in how it shows up, but you better believe it will in one way or the other. So thank you for opening my eyes, Rose. I'm in charge and I have always been. Dang, what an amazing story. I'm so happy that she brought in the job that she wanted, that she's now living with her SP. Of course, they're going to be married because she's already made that decision. But what I love most out of this whole thing is her realizing that it is that literal, that her 3D reflection is literally showing the decision that she is standing on. It's almost like being like a stubborn brat, right? It's like you're just like, no, I don't want that. I said I'm this. No, I don't care about that. Oh, he's being moody? I don't care. That's not my decision. You go along with it. You're just like, okay, fine. Okay, all right, have a good night. I'm here if you need me. And she's like, I don't give a shit. I made my decision. So do you see, keep returning to us like, oh, he said no. Oh, he went quiet for 5 days. Oh, he went quiet for 3 months. Oh, that's nice. I made a decision. This is what I decided. This is who I said I am. So it doesn't matter what is happening. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It doesn't matter that I had a sinking feeling in my gut because it looks like it's going the wrong way. It looks like it's opposite. It looks like I'm not going to get what I want. It looks like things aren't working out. Do you see it? Everything, her decision is what caused her to reach out to a luxury apartment or a luxury realtor. Her decision, she's like, you know what, screw it. I'm getting the Airbnb, whatever. I'm going to do what I got to do. What's in front of me, whatever. I got to pay it. I got to spend the extra money. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm the one that made a decision. And that's all I know. I don't know. All I know is that I made a decision and everything else does not matter. So I love this because she really gave it to you guys step by step on how so many of you, like, you have doubts, you have fears, you look at time, you think that time is a factor, that now there's FOMO, you think that there's something wrong, you read the person wrong, you think that they don't want you, that they don't think about you. I was watching this one guy, I think it was a TikTok, and he's not related to any kind of reality creation or anything like that, but what I did like is he was talking about how there was a group of people and he interviewed these one at a time. Like he'd stand someone up in an audience and he would interview them and he's like, okay. He said, turn around and look at the audience. And then he says, all right, I'm gonna pick a few people out and point them out to you, and then you have to tell me what you think they're thinking. What is she thinking about you? Because they're all looking, she's standing, right? And they're all these people are looking at her. He says, okay, what is that person thinking about you? And she was just like, she's probably thinking that I'm awkward. And then the guy says, is that what you were thinking about her? And they're like, no, actually I liked her earrings. And he's like, okay, what about that guy? And the guy was just like, what is he thinking about you? Oh, I think he likes me. And the guy was like, actually, I was thinking about you'd be a perfect character in this video game that I play that you kind of remind me of her. Then some other guy, he says, okay, what is he thinking about you? And she's like, he's totally judging me. And then he's like, is that what you're thinking? He's like, actually, no. I'm being triggered right now by listening to all this, and I'm actually judging myself. I'm feeling like really awkward, like I do all this stuff to myself. And he's like, oh, so you weren't even thinking about her? And he's like, no. And I love that video because what he was teaching people is that it's the story up here that you are reacting to the most. It's what you're telling yourself, and you're pushing on your assumptions and your little fake stories onto people, and then you think that that's actually what's happening. That's what he was saying. So, but what I liked about that is like, yeah, he pointed out, he was saying the story up here doesn't match the reality out there. And that's what he was saying. That's not what I'm saying. But what I loved about that is like, he pointed out how you create stories. You easily create stories like, oh, that person's looking at me weird. Oh, they don't like me. They probably think like, oh, like, why is she wearing that? She just does not belong in that. Or why is he with her? Or who does she think she is? Why do they do that? You're the one creating that shit in your head. And then you slap it onto other people. And then when they act that way, you're surprised. See? I knew they were going to say that. I knew they didn't want me. I knew they were with someone else. I knew that was going to happen. I knew they didn't choose me. I knew I was going to get the job. I just knew it. And then you're surprised later. Okay. And then some of you will say, no, actually, no. I knew that they were going to choose me. I was convinced. I knew that. I felt it in my gut, in my eyelashes. I felt it on my butt cheeks. I felt it everywhere that they were going to choose me, and they didn't. So you really didn't. How is that even possible? Like this creator was saying, she's like, your 3D really is that literal. So how is it possible that you're so convinced and convicted that you are who you say you are, but yet the opposite happens? That means you really weren't convicted about who you say you are. That means you were saying the right words, you were feeling the right feelings, which don't create. Your feelings in your gut and all that crap is not what creates. It's your decision. Like this creator says, my decision is the only thing that I believe. I made a decision and that is final. I don't give two shits what is happening. Do you see? When you decide it, that is what is reflected right back to you, because you are the 3D. How can your own 3D show you something different? How can your own reflection, if you go to the bathroom mirror, raise your right hand, I want you guys to tell me, how long did it take for that right hand to be reflected back to you? Was it delayed? Was there a lag? Did it take a long time? No, it didn't, did it? It's instantly, because it's your reflection. You don't have to be afraid of your own reflection. You don't have to be afraid of anything that you're looking at, because it's you. It's your personal 3D. It's not my 3D, it's your 3D. Everyone has their own reflection. There's nothing to be afraid of. So if you accuse your own reflection of not showing you something that you want, that's because you're actually not being that person. Like, there's no way around it. It's just you, it's you and you. Your reflection, it's you. It's you and you. There's no way around it. There's no hack. There's no way that you can cut the system, cheat the system, get around it, wipe off the mirror. It's like, it's just you. So if you see something that you don't like, just ask yourself, like she did it. She talked about it. You guys go watch this video again and listen to the email that she sent me. Like, she sat with herself and like, okay, then what am I being aware of? Who am I being for me to see this reflection? Because clearly you can say all the right things. You can say, I'm source, I have it all, whatever. And if you're still seeing something that you don't want, that's you. You're telling yourself, I see something that I don't want. This is not what I want. And so what else do you think you're gonna see? It's like I've said so many times, if you order pizza, do you expect a hot dog to arrive? No, you expect your pizza. And if you do get a hot dog, what do? I'm on that phone and be like, doot, doot, doot. Excuse me? Where's my pizza? Yeah, I don't want a hot dog. I said pizza. That's exactly what any of you guys would do. You'd be like, what the hell? What that? Unless you order pizza and then you get 12 steaks with steak frites and cheesecake. You're just like, I'm not calling nobody. I'm eating that shit. But do you see what I mean? You're just like, yeah, I'll take it. And that's what a lot of people do too. It's like they'll affirm for something and then they get something even cooler and they're just like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'll keep it. Thanks. But if it's something that you want and you don't get, and you're seeing something different, just look at yourself and go in the bathroom and ask yourself, why are you thinking that? Who are you being? Because it's you. Who are you going to point the finger at? There's no manager to call, you guys. There's no, I need to speak to the manager right now. Guess who's going to answer the phone? You're the manager. No one else is going to answer that phone. It's you. Even when you're like, where's my damn pizza? That's you. You're going to be talking to yourself on the other end of the line. Like, it's all you. This email is me. This video is me. All of you are me. It's all me. It's all mine. And it's all good. It's all perfect. It's always working out. That's what she is trying to say in her wonderful, wonderful email. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us. I love it so much. And thank you guys also for watching. Thank you for being here. I love you guys so much. And I will see you soon. Bye.